welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Hello, hello, people.
We have a stream baby. When can I file for child support?
No child support will be paid. He's not mine. I want a paternity test. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Hello, hello, people. Welcome. A little bit lower here. There you go. That's hot. That shall do it. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Shifters, Felmist, Chromatic Tank, Pyrax, John, Happy Booger, Rivera. Hello, Danny G. Hello, friends. Lucky Dog, what's up? Kamu Kama, how you doing, my friend? Dark Beastie, Nerosa, hello, Omni Freak, Crinu, Nethys, Al Bundy, Stitch, Sorokas, Voidthos, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for all the resub this morning. You guys are awesome. Felmis, thank you for the Prime. Villain Vibe, thank you for the Prime as well. Thank you. A little bit of coffee, a little bit of breakfast. Claro, what's up, my friend? How you guys doing? All right, I had a really good night of sleep. Feeling a million times better. Although, gotta take care of this beard. This thing is all over the place. But it's fine. We'll do some some UI. We'll hang out at midnight, get some work done, and yeah, we'll have a good day. We'll have a good time. Hey, what's up, Dark? How you doing, my friend? Sleep better? Oh, yeah. I slept like a good 8 hours solid. It's still tough for me to wake up in the morning, man. Sometimes it's weird. Even if I get like a good 8 hours, maybe at some point I need to do like a sleep test or some shit. I don't know. I don't think I make any noise when I'm sleeping, though, so it would be very, very, it would be weird if I did any sleep apnea or anything. So, but yeah, I slept really, really well, though. Really fucking well. I needed it. Yesterday was weird. Good morning, Shadowcraft. How you doing, buddy? Crush, hello. Denny, hello. I got 3 hours. Can't went nuts and jump on me. Oh, shit, that sucks. That was me yesterday. I got like 2 hours, and I could barely fucking function. But now I'm doing really, really good, though. Had a good night of sleep, and I'm ready to get the day started. Carbot made a D4 Paladin. Oh, my God. I got to go check that. Carbot Diablo 4. Please. Diablo 2, the game, the movie. Paladin, 1 trillion damage. Alright. Let's watch this together. Because I love me some Carbot.
You shall no longer taint.
That's what I was waiting for. That, that last scene. He's just AFK in the Infernal Horde, fucking obliterating everything. Does he have anything else new? Man, I love Carbot. Path of Exile 2 about Marvel Rivals. Those item 12 days. So I tried Dispatch. It's you have like for his clip to be funny, you have to understand the joke, you know. So you have to have played the game. Like I haven't played. Also, I guess you can see. Yeah, when they get Giga shared. So I tried Saul's Silk Song. Okay. This one looks kind of... It has 1 million view. Have you guys played Silk Song?
I can string your beads for you.
Nesvir?
Give what back?
Yanara. Mi offende?
Garama! 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 Garama!
It looks brutal, dude.
Please give us lots of shards for the quest.
Caspin?
What reward?
The giant fucking foot. I didn't see the spear. I saw the spear animation, but... Oh, fuck. So what is this? All episode of Diablo 2 in one? Oh my god, it's fucking... It's an hour of it. I did watch some of the... But then I stopped watching them because I know people haven't finished the game and I didn't want it to... Because he did a... he did the movie here.
The others are waiting for you.
19
You're
minutes.
supposed to be
But I really want to watch them, but like, yeah, that's one of those things where I haven't done it on stream because I don't want to... It definitely contains spoiler. I guess we could watch, like... We could watch the 20-minute one at some point, and I just go like, hey, for the next 20 minutes, you know? Speaking of, you never fully uploaded your playthrough. Only like half of it. What do you mean? On YouTube? I played it live, so it should be on YouTube. Some parts are up. Sometimes videos get stuck and they never get published or whatever. Day 1, day 2, day 3. I'm assuming that's day 4 right there. It only took me like a couple days. Really? Well, I don't know where the fuck the rest of it is. One of them is in the playlist Oblivion. Yeah, because I think that's the ending. The problem is sometimes I swap game after I'm done with a game, right? So yeah. Yeah, I was still playing, so I finished the game right here. Because it's not, I don't upload, this is just my live stream. So sometimes I'll finish a game and then I go to the next one, right? I just don't know how to... Normally, though, this should be titled Expedition 33 plus... Oops, not plus. And? Oh, something like that. The end of Act 2? Is Act 2 the end of the game? This should also be in the... It is in the right playlist, though. Oh, yeah, it's really, really complicated. Not that, but when the plot reveals itself. That should be in 1, 2, 3. Right? Isn't it? I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know why most of them wouldn't be there. Warrior goes all the way down here. What do we do, chat, today? Which class do we progress? Morning, Lux. Yeah, I slept really, really well. I got a full fucking 8 hour. I got a full 8 hour. I'm feeling like a fresh fucking rose. Yesterday, it's weird though. I still procrastinated to go to bed. I ended up like ending stream and then I just kind of chilled. I did nothing. Absolutely fuck all. But I still like watched video and just fucking did nothing. And then, I mean, it's still relaxing, I guess. But, yeah, at like midnight or whatever. I went to bed and I woke up at like, I don't know. It probably took me until like, I don't know. I slept a good 8 hours. Slept a good 8 hours. I'm feeling a lot better now. Yesterday was tough, but I'm good today. I'm good today. It happens. It happens like, I don't know, like 3 times a year. I'll have barely any sleep night. You know? Morning. What was that PoE2 skill tree site you were using? There's one of them that's called PoE Ninja. Hi, what's up, Stormraiser? How you doing, buddy? When the plot reveals itself, was it not in the 4 videos available there? I'm so confused if it wasn't. I don't know where the fuck it would be. You know? Sat Rogue, hello, my friend. Hello, hello. I'm hyped for TBC Classic. So right now it's just the pre-patch. And then Classic is releasing later in Feb. Okay. It skipped from the Archon fight with Silene to then being an Act 3 alongside content before going to the final boss. What the hell? I don't know what the fuck happened. That's so sad. I did everything on stream. I wonder if there's a day that I forgot to turn on YouTube. Or some shit. Which would probably not even be surprising. I did TBC the first time around, not feeling the pull for any. Yeah. I mean, it's tough to redo stuff like that, right? You know? It is difficult to redo things like that. But some people, they could do Classic over and over again. You know? Yeah, obviously. But it's because World of Warcraft was definitely a different beast back then. It was fun to just... There was something cool about... People love when it's, like, difficult to level. And that everything felt so much more meaningful because there wasn't, like, easy way to do things, you know? So everything that you did felt a lot more rewarding. You know? All right. I'm going to give you guys the morning tweet. And we're going to get started. So like and share. If you guys want to give this some love, I would appreciate it as always. I mean, the fucking Fel Reaver, the problem is sometimes he doesn't make any noise. Sometimes he makes no fucking noise, and then he just shows up, and then he fucking slapped the living shit out of you, and then you're dead. Sometimes I remember when we played Burning Crusade, like he just killed me one time, or he barely killed me at some point. How does a walk-in tower make no noise? I don't fucking know, dude. He was pretty cool, though. He was pretty cool. All right. Let's get this fucking shit show started. So, everything under Hunter is done. Everything over Hunter is completed. So, we just have everything else. You know what? Let's do them in order. How about that? Let's do them in order. I should be a lot more productive than yesterday, I think. Do you have a Cinemark? No, I don't think we have those in Quebec. We only have Cineplex. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck we're going to be doing. Oh, I got to update my add-on. Apparently, I'm excited. New features added by Waldo. Massive fucking update and features. Let's reload. Yeah, I don't think we have that brand of theater. So, new cool thing happening with Cooldown Manager is... Okay, track buff icon. Grow from center. Track bars. Bars grow from bottom. I don't know what track bar is. Essential on top, below. Sync utility with essential. Nice. Oh, fuck yeah. And edit mode tweak is the one. Yeah. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. And then all we have to make sure is that we have enough space for it. Which we... Like that. Then we can make the casting bar interesting. This is taking a lot more real estate. Actually, it doesn't take that much real estate. It's just because the health bar isn't showing up. Okay. Very nice. Thank you so much for this feature, man. Thank you, buddy. I don't know why the second window from the damage meter refuses to show up. My UI is going to be importable. Yes. Yes. It is 100% going to be importable. I will I'll give the code and everything, and I'll make a video about it, everything. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, this now is clipping. The casting bar is clipping. I got to figure out a new. Their casting bar is very, very, very thick, though. Very, very, very thick. So it takes a little bit too much space. So that's Will it be ready for the pre-patch? Most of the UI is going to be ready for the pre-patch. The only thing that's not going to be ready... You know what? Today, we're going to go in a different location. The only thing that's not going to be ready for pre-patch is maybe the class profile. For a second, disable grid and then snap it to utility, so it will always be under it. Yeah, that's what I was... It is so fucking finicky. It's crazy. I wonder what this is. Possess bar. What the fuck is a possess bar, bro? It can, but it's like, it's really, really finicky. You gotta find the right fucking spot. Thank God, Lux, I can't live another expac without your UI guidance. Sadly, my UI is never really gonna be what it used to be. You know, I used to be able to customize the experience and all the tools of it really, really well. Now I don't really have access to this much settings, but like I said, I'm still I'm still putting as much as I can into this UI, and yeah, I'm still doing as best as I can and trying to put as much information. I'm gonna replace. Yeah, my website is no longer gonna be saying retail week ors. Those are no longer gonna be there. I'll make a new link on my website that will say I'll make a new link on my website. I'm not gonna lie, their cooldown manager is the saddest fucking thing ever. God. This can't be a fucking class. So yeah, my website's gonna get updated. Everything is gonna get updated. It's gonna be easy to find. Are you using any add-on that allows you to hide element UI like menu bar, stands? No. I don't think I'm hiding any of those. I don't think I can. What's the class profile? What do you mean? The class. I cannot with this snap sometimes not. Yeah. Is there a good list of new must-have add-on for Midnight? Not really. Add-ons are very personal. You should be loading add-on because you feel like they're bringing you something, not because, you know, somebody, you know, definitely. That's how I view this. I search for add-on that I like. If you I don't think I would listen to a general like list of add-ons because you end up with a lot of bloat and you end up with a lot of things that you don't even know that you have. So what I would do is either, you know, you get like for example, I'm gonna make a video that is going to explain every single add-on that I'm using, why I'm using it, and the profile for it. So I'll do like a add-on guide overview of. I'll go through like I'll just give a quick description of everything that I'm using, and then I'll let you know how to set up everything. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Sorry. Hardest thing is the raid and party frame. I don't like the Blizz one. I have one called Dender's frame right now, and it's really fucking solid.
That's what she said.
I might end up like keeping it. We'll see. Shift through the void, reappearing at your target's destination. Targeted destination. Disrupt. That's my interrupt. What is this class, dude? Like, what is this? There's 3 fucking buttons. Yep, CDM centered and Sensei is what I'm still using. I guess we can use like a decent thing like that, I guess. Shit like that. I like how both of these look. Void Scar. Annihilator. Just tuned in? Yeah, we're still using those. Kind of funny that it says Void's Guard and all of the things are like Fell base. I was expecting the icon to be like this looks a little bit better already, you know. There's one at the bottom that's gonna trigger me forever. But I mean, it all depends on how much spell you got. There's not much we can do about this. There's not much that can be done. You can do this. It already gonna look a little bit better. There we go. It already looks a little bit better. At least it's centered. Yeah, I mean that's with the help of cooldown manager centered. Also, like they have an option here that allows you to do this. If you don't want it, you don't have to do it. But then I prefer when it doesn't go past the width. I think it looks better. Wait, what is this? Oh, Sensei did a resource bar for... What are these 2 resource bar? I thought we only had 1 resource. What is the second one? It's the buff bar? Oh, is it soul fragment nearby? Or some shit? Oh, this is my filler. Where is... 3? Oh, it's until I get metamorphosis. Okay, got it. Interesting. Hey, Macaruso, what's up, my friend? How you doing, buddy? Okay. It is literally just your I don't mind that. I actually like it. It's fun. Hey, looks pretty good. I'll take it. Kind of an interesting playstyle for sure. All right. No, some other thing. I've not played it much. I guess it is quite crucial to the spec. Yeah, no, I mean it's you don't even need it technically. It's just it's literally the stack number on Void Metamorphosis. It's fun to have, but I don't think it's necessary or anything. You know. But it's cool to have. I'll keep it. Tenton, what's up, my man? Hello, hello, hello. I am the DH main, and this spec has me confused and perplexed. It's not super confusing. It's pretty straightforward. The only thing that is confusing me is the very low amount of abilities. Like, if you don't take the hunt slash... if you don't take, like, the hunt and, like, the additional abilities here... like, your bars are so fucking empty. You know what I'm saying? You can get more bar, but, like, literally one of the only button they had makes immolation passive. Although, I don't know if it's better, though. Like, Tempered Soul might be better, actually, than the passive version, but... Apparently, the passive one was better, so you just literally don't use that keybind. But if you do... then you have Soul Immolation that you can use. Haven't been able to get signed in since the beta started. Apogia is a myth. What is that? What is the add-on we are currently using as a weaker replacement? It's a two-step system. We have cooldown manager centered and sensei class resource bar. Insanity. That's the Shadow Priest one. Soul Shard, Soul Fragment. There it is. This one needs to be... Yeah, I like that better. I don't like dark color for these. They need to be light and visible. And the other one is... I kind of like the other one, actually. I miss being able to give these gradient so much. I actually like this one. Yeah, I kind of like this combo, I think. I don't have anything available yet, but I will. I will. It's just that until the pre-patch is actually ready, there's almost no point in me putting out anything. Maybe gradient with texture. Yeah, there's a way to install a gradient as an overlay, but the problem is it doesn't give the look that I like. One of the things that I really, really like is taking, like, for example, like a dark purple color, and then I would gradient it all the way to, like, almost like a light pink, and it gave it, like, such a good look. But, like, it's not possible unless you give two color picker. Adding a texture over it, because I could just do, like, bar style, and then instead of background, we could do, like, one of the gradient thing, but it doesn't do, like, it doesn't do the clean look that I had. You know, it doesn't do the really, really clean look that I really, really enjoyed. I'm feeling downtime. I'm feeling downtime with the pre-patch so close. Yo, Max, welcome, folks. How you doing, my friend? Hello, hello. Yeah, true. Yeah, so I'm. Thank you for the raid, man. Hey, yo, how was your day, brother? Welcome to the club. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, there's not really much point right now in sharing, like in having like a full UI share. I know people are looking for a solution like ASAP, but until we're closer to pre-patch, it's kind of irrelevant anyway. So I'm taking my time here to making sure everything is set up correctly. I mean, most of my profiles are done. I could share those, but was fine. We were doing last heroic raid to help new people in the guild to get their OTC. That was fun. Fuck yeah. Did it go well? I don't even have a OTC. I don't think I even killed that motherfucker on heroic. Yeah, it went well? Nice. But mount. I know. I just hate raiding. I don't think I'm attached to World of Warcraft enough anymore to care about that sort of stuff, which is kind of sad saying it out loud, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, good morning, Wolver. What's up, my friend? Raiding is fun, and committing to Mythic Raid is on another level. So, AOTC chat run. I don't have AOTC either. Pug did the final phase a bunch of time, and then the raid wipe, and everybody leaves. But Heroic doesn't need much commitment. Yeah, I just don't care to sit through. I mean, it's not true. It's not that I don't care. I just haven't. This whole expansion, I've been a little bit detached from. I did a lot of Mythic Plus, but then anything else than that, I was just not feeling it that much. So, you know, I care more about my OSRS Iron Man, bro. I gotta get back to OSRS a little bit. Maybe you'll like raiding in midnight since all the weak aura shit. It never was like a weak aura issue. It's a commitment issue to like a 2-hour. The problem is raiding is a 2-hour experience that can be a 6-hour experience. It's not like, you know, like a keystone is like, it's capped at, you know, like if you go past the timer, people give it like maybe 10 more minutes after that and it's over, right? But for raiding, it's like, your 2-hour raid could easily be like there's no timer. There's no like if people are shit and you wipe all it's just you wipe the you know. I don't want to commit to like a raiding day too, so it has to be pugged or kind of just you know. I get that. I would invite you, but I know you can't stand people dying over and over in the same shit. I mean, it's fine if you know, like, I don't mind people dying to stuff and then we redo the poll, you know? It's like, as if I died to the same boss. Fucking, you know. 5 times. And it's just always the same shit. It's just, I go like, ugh. See purple. Move out of purple. Survive. My guild has rules to never go over the right time, so we mass Hearthstone at 22, at 10? That's fucking awesome. No X-Pack has really hit me, in my opinion, since Legion. That's the sort of what Lee Mix showed me. Everything else feels like a show you really like that has overstayed its welcome, but you stick around just hoping. That's a good analogy. I still enjoy the release of the expansion and the initial gearing and the initial Mythic Plus. I love that. Absolutely fucking love that part. But as soon as I start having, like, most of my gear, I just don't, I haven't been raiding in a really long time, especially since heroic raiding doesn't really matter that much. Like, you need mythic gear. For me, it's all about the mythic gear. The heroic gear, outside of the first couple of minutes of the, you know, like outside of the first couple of days of the season, you know, like it's the first couple of days. Outside of that, like, I mean, okay, let's say the first couple of weeks. After that, it has to be replaced with mythic gear. So it's like kind of, I'm like, what's the point in raiding heroic if it's not the best gear, right? I want to raid mythic, but then, you know, outside of trinket, honestly, which I think is like an issue with the game itself, but stupid fucking trinket. I hate chasing. I love chasing though, not the raiding one. Not the raiding one. I stopped playing like half a year ago, and Bless is the only content for me. I hate its current state. I kind of like Mythic Bless. I think it's fun. It's just the raiding experience. I wish I was a little bit more into it. I know sometime I need to talk to myself and stay calm, but I choose to create a guild to give people a chance. So that was expected. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just, I feel like I've given so much of that already. I don't want my life to be, I don't want the rest of my game time to be me waiting after people, you know, like it's just, and it's okay. Like, you know, like I'm very patient in a lot of things in life, but I've given up all the patience that I had left waiting for people to learn mechanic in World of Warcraft, you know, like it's, and there's, especially when I start doing content that I don't really care about, like one of the cool thing is like, in like when I do Mythic Plus, like I don't really care. The worst that can happen is I lose 30 minutes of my life and then I join another group and then whatever. I think Mythic Plus are kind of fun. They're like fun little, you know, snap of content and then I can just kind of move on from them. But raiding is just like a big couple of hours commitment, and then finding a good source of raiders so you don't have to go through that process is just, you know. I don't find the enjoyment anymore in raiding. I don't know why. I wish I did, though. I really, really wish I did, because I love having the craving for gearing, you know? That was fun. Maybe Midnight will click a little bit more on that front. Maybe it will. I feel like something broke in for me in Shadowland. By like on the second half of Shadowland, something broke that never really kind of. Because before like at the beginning of Shadowland, I was raiding. I was having a really, really good time. I raided pretty much all of BFA. Even when I didn't have a guild, I found people. I was pugging. Like, it's not even like a recent modern thing. It's just something kind of fucking snapped mid-Shadowland for me. And I think it never really felt the same after that. Hopefully one day it does, though, because I miss it. There's a part of me that do miss it, you know? There's a part of me that do miss it. With enough ability, this looks pretty good. Tiff, thank you for the 81. Thank you, thank you, thank you. War Within wasn't a great expect, not a bad one, not a great one either. I feel this way about ever since the halfway point of Shadowland. I feel this way about WoW a little bit. I mean, the beginning of Dragonflight was really, really fun, but raiding was still completely out of the question for me. Then the second half of Dragonflight, and then I feel, I mean, maybe I just feel this way about all the second half of every expansion. Because the first half of War Within was okay. The second half I was bored as fuck. Thank you so much, Drixia, for the Prime. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for the brand new follows. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. DF has been better time for me. Raids were better and dungeons were banger. Honestly, I love Undermine. I think that the thematic of it was amazing. Dumb question. How do you feel about the Void mob design? They all feel really generic and boring compared to Old God. It feels like we have Voidwalker, Skinny Voidwalker, Armored Voidwalker. I mean, they do have a lot of variants. They do have some other model than just that. But at the same time, you know, like, when you have an element... When you have an element, it's hard to do, like, you know... Like, Old God isn't an element. Old God can be anything. When you do Void, or Fire, or Water, or... You're limited a little bit, right? Like, it's like when you go in Molten Core, you know, like... the amount of Fire monster you can do is... You know... Can I ask, why don't you try Classic WoW? It's so much fun. I did try Classic WoW. I did try Classic WoW. I played it for 2 months when it came out. And then I played Burning Crusade Classic for a month when it came out. Are you asking me why am I not trying it again for the second time? Because I think after 3 times, I'm good with Burning Crusade. I played it in 2004, and then I played it in 2006 when Burning Crusade came out, and then I played it in 2000, whatever the fuck, when Blizzard re-released it, and then I played it when Burning Crusade re-released again. If you're asking me why I'm not doing it a third time, the question for me at some point is, why the fuck are you? But I'm not gonna say it. I'll keep it for myself. The question is not why the fuck I'm not playing it. The question is, why the fuck are you doing it for the third time? Okay. I love classic WoW. I love that it's a thing and that people can enjoy it. It's fucking awesome. I just have enough WoW with retail, and I can barely, you know, it's a very short span experience. I like other games, man. You know, like, we got a treasure hype train from King Scottini with the 63 months. Thank you so much, my friend. King Scottini, thank you so much for the big love, my friend. I really do appreciate it. We do have a treasure train hype train, which means we'll double the amount of Lux Bucks that you guys are getting from this one. If we get it to at least level 2 or higher, whatever amount of Lux Bucks that you guys get from the hype train, I'll double it. Thank you, friends. Dread Pirate, thank you for the 5 gifted sub. Thank you, my friend. I really do appreciate it. That's fucking awesome of you. Yay, treasure. So, Hype Train is 10 Lux Bucks per level. So, if we get to level, right now we're level 3. If we get to level 3, everybody in chat gets 30 Lux Buckses. But because it's a treasure hype train, I'll double it, and you guys will get an additional 30, so 60.
Obey the beers. Obey the beer.
Noodles, thank you for the 5 gifted, my friend. Really do appreciate that. Thank you. Classic is so time-consuming. It's really, really time-consuming. It's fun. I get it. I understand the enjoyment of it. I'm good right now. I'm good. If you know, I'm excited for midnight, and then the rest of my time is most likely going to be spent on other games like Stardew Valley, or you know, discovering new stuff, and you know, it is what it is. Thank you so much, Noodle. Good morning, my friend. Thank you for leveling up the hype train and the massive support. Thank you, Noodle. Dread, King Scottini, welcome back to the club. You guys are awesome. Double it and give it to the next person. There's so much WoW in retail. Player just don't do all Yeah, I mean, it's just... Classic is insanely slow. Yeah, I mean, it's a different vibe, you know? Like, it's completely a different vibe, you know, with Classic. And it's okay. Like, some people love that shit. All right. Thank you, friends. Been away, feel at home with all of you. Hello, my friend. Classic was fun like 20 years ago for me when I played it for the first time. It was even fun for the second time. Like, I love the fuck out of the re-release. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't. I had a really fucking good time. You know? If Classic had free respec, I might be down. Yeah, but the problem is, you know, if you add all of the removal of friction that retail has into Classic, then it no longer feels like Classic. Yeah. One of the reasons that people love Classic is because of how difficult it is. How, like, you know, how time-consuming everything is and how grindy everything is. And that's what we fell in love with in the first place, you know? I miss that so much. I would die for a new game to come out and be this fucking intense to this day. I would love it. I just wish it would happen with a new game, not the same one, you know? I wish they would redo a remastered Classic with class balancing, graphical update, etc. I mean, I think we're... Yeah. I think it's almost guaranteed we're getting Classic Plus at this point. Thank you so much, President of Jellybean, for the biddies. I really do appreciate it. We're currently level 4 on the hype train, 52%. If we make it to level 5, everybody in chat gets 100 Lux Bucks, I think. Holy fuck. That's a lot of Lux Bucks. Wait, no, is it 10 per level? I don't remember. I think it's 10 per level. What the fuck is WoW Plus? I think we're getting... I'm almost certain we're getting Classic Plus. So Classic Plus is pretty much going to be the same thing as OSRS, if... I'm hoping it is. Which means they'll take Classic, they'll make a new branch, and then instead of, at the end of Classic, instead of going to Burning Crusade, they'll keep creating content for it and making it a evergreen space that will live on forever. That would be the, like, literally generate new content for... No, not WoW 2, Classic Plus. So it's Classic with added infinite evergreen content. I just don't know how they do it, but I think that would be the... like, it would stay with Classic graphic. 15 seconds left to the hype train, chat. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for the big love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Literally like OSRS. Just picture OSRS in your mind. OSRS... You know, like RuneScape evolved to be like a new game. RuneScape evolved to be a new game on its own. But then they re-released the original game, old school RuneScape. And then now that game is a completely separate game than the original one. And it keeps evolving while keeping the same mentality and the same style of production. Instead of evolving to be more modern, it on purpose... You missed the treasure. You did. You did. So I'm going to have you add bucks all 40. I'm going to double the treasure hype train. There you go. Congratulations, everyone. And thank you very, very much for leveling it up. You guys are awesome. Happy Saturday, my friend. Yo, what's up, Irish? How you doing, buddy? How you doing, either boy? Choo-choo. Sounds like another game subscription. It would be the same subscription. It would literally be the same subscription. It wouldn't be an additional cost. I mean, maybe they'll sell you the initial copy of the game if they put a lot of development time into it. They might have a cost. It might be built into the subscription. I have no idea. You know? I'm pretty sure though it would just be bundled up, you know? I'm good. Work's been dumb crazy. That via derailing and snow in Ontario is making things interesting. Holy shit. Holy shit. Are you still babysitting dogs? I just unlocked something that allows the kids to help in the field. No comment. What the fuck? It's Stardew Valley music? It is. It is. I literally, after my Stardew Valley playthrough, I took all of the music and I added it to my gaming playlist. Oh, they come back in Friday? They came back Friday last week. Okay, so you're free. Any word on the enhanced Maelstrom tracking on beta? No, I think it's supposed to be ready this weekend, though. I think Sensei said they were adding it this weekend. I used to play one class in Classic. Now I'm experiencing Alt, and it's so much fun. I'm glad you're having a good time, my friend. I'm so glad you're having a good time with it. There's an add-on for it? Yeah, I mean, there's multiple add-on for it, but I'm not gonna install another add-on. I'm just gonna wait for Sensei to add it to their resource bar, which is they did say they're adding it this weekend. By the way, hello guys, what's up? Seek the way, how you doing? Good morning. Thinking what I want to play, what are the possibilities? Yeah, I mean, there's a million resource add-on out there. But I'm personally going to be waiting for Sensei to implement it. They are working on it this weekend, so it will be, and it will have every single resources in the game as an editable bar. This Sensei is one of the superior one, for sure. And so I'm just going to be patient and wait for them to be done. They have like access to like full customization, font, everything, so it looks really, really clean. Oh, also I just realized Waldo did the default font for that the number. That looks pretty good. I love Sensei. Yeah, what they have is really, really good. Shared media support? Nice. That's awesome. This is something that I've been debating for so long. This is something that I've been debating for so long. If I change the font. But this is something that I've been debating for so long, but it pretty much looks like your weak ores. It's crazy, right? Just need progress texture back and we're golden. Progress texture? What do you mean? But I have to say I don't play all day or 10 plus hour. Instead, it's 3 hours a day. Yeah, I mean, classic with like a short amount of time just becomes like this kind of fun little journey, but you never really truly accomplish anything, you know? Like you just, it's just a fun, which is fun. It's totally fun. It's just like, hey, I'm leveling this side character. You know, like you're leveling a character, you're going through the world. It's one of the reasons I love like hardcore and classic. I think that's really, really, really interesting. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Cleared all raid content, including Nax. I cleared all raid content, including Nax. That's good. Bartender and sexy map are going to be supported. Yeah, all that shit should be 100% supported. So far, I like the look I think I'm okay with this. I mean, obviously, right now I'm doing the perfect scenario where I have the most abilities, but it doesn't always look this good. I don't even think... I would have to go look at what, like, a good build for Devour would look. Oh, well, we just found a couple bugs here, Waldo. I don't know if you just saw this. I just switched spec, and the font is... So, there was a couple things that happened. And I wasn't sure if it was me that was hallucinating here, Waldo. But pretty much what happened is I opened this, I went down here, and when I did this and I went to Pippin, it didn't change initially. I had to do it again for it to show up the first time. And now that I've reset it to this, changing spec broke the thing here. This is going to be hard to replicate. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Let me log out. Oh, now the number just disappeared. Oh, maybe because... no, I don't know. The number disappearing is because the spell, I think, just lose all of its charges as you disconnect. I just saw the built-in cooldown manager for the first time. Are you telling me the duration bars aren't dynamically collapse? I'm not sure what you're saying. Okay, let's do a quick test upon fresh login. Oh, you mean like their static position? Yeah, but add-ons are fixing that easily. Okay, so now this works. Yeah, their point of anchors are static. That's a design decision that they did. So I did this, and then I changed my spec. And then when I did that, the number fucked up. Oh, it's because there's a slight refresh of the number. And it kind of... Like, it didn't do it here, but you saw the number flash, and I'm assuming that's what caused it the first time. You know? Okay. Cool. So I don't know if he was able to see this. Think you're in here, right? Yeah, so don't loading by game is kind of fishy. I'll probably try to hack it a bit by showing invisible text with all the font and make it load properly. And the flash is kind of intended to refresh the bar, but I will research. So don't loading by game is kind of fishy. Don't loading by game. Oh, font loading by game is kind of fishy, so I'll probably try to hack it a bit by showing invisible text with all the font, make it load properly. Oh, I see what you're saying. I think it's just a refresh thing, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you just have an option to force reload after changing the font? Like, once you change this, just create a prompt that says that you need to reload, maybe? Doing a full UI reset for pre-patch? Yeah, it's always a good... Which is what I'm doing right now. I'm getting everything fresh, fully updated, new profiles, everything cleaned up. Gonna be deleting everything else. Working as intended. Dynamic bar is more resource intensive? Not at all, whatsoever. Dynamic bar is not resource intensive whatsoever. That doesn't require almost any calculation from your positioning of elements like this aren't resource intensive. If positioning of UI element based on anchor point was resource intensive, your computer would explode trying to load World of Warcraft. Just the game existing itself is a million times more intensive than just figuring out bar positioning. What's intensive is doing combat calculation, but UI positioning based on anchor point is really, really, really simple to... It's the reason Blizzard is doing it is for... So there's two mentality. There's the mentality where do you want things to move? Because it makes them... A lot of people prefer seeing information in a static format. You know? Because if it's in a static place, if you have the bar here and the other one disappears, I just fucking flip the finger to everybody in chat. If you have a bar and everything else disappears but it doesn't move, it makes it easier to see where it is because it's always in the same place, right? And then there's the other point, which is if they're dynamic, then they move, but then it's a little bit harder to keep track of. So Blizzard just is in a... They just added it by default like this. I'm assuming they're going to add these options at some point. In the meantime, there's add-ons doing it, so it's not really, like, an issue. Right? It's really not an issue. It's really not. I've been trying Nef UI, but holy crap, there's so much going on with this add-on. Yeah, I can't really fully recommend it at the moment, but I'm not interested in full UI add-ons. So as soon as they decided to go down that route, I kind of dropped it. That's not what I'm looking for. But if that add-on is what you're looking for, yeah, feel free to. Is there a database for Sensei profile like Wikora had? I assume it is in the work, if not already. A database. I mean, Wago has a bunch of profile. We would just have to ask Wago to implement. They have like a ton of stuff. They have Platinator. They have if people ask for it enough, then it gets added here. So sadly, it's not gonna like for example, cooldown manager centered isn't gonna be here. Sensei class resource bar isn't gonna be here. I can ask for it. I have access to a Discord with them. I can ask, but yeah, it's they usually do it for like when there's a lot of requests for an add-on, they add it. But they have the cooldown manager, so it's really cool. So I'm gonna be making profile for these, and I don't think there's like anything right now. Most people probably, or it's just bugging out, maybe. It's a possibility. Anyway, so hello, Peary. How you doing, my friend? Hi, Ryan. What's up? Nodders. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to add it to my website. So if you go to luxthos.com right now, and you go to like World of Warcraft, War Within, I have a section called Interface and Profile. And I have my Baganator profile, and I have my interface edit mode. But I used to put the code directly in here. But I'll just put the code right in here. You're going to be able to copy-paste it. Or I might even make a JavaScript button that allows you to just copy. So you're not even going to know that it's not from Wago. You're not even going to fucking know. I wish everything supported import code. Yeah. So you can look up CD Manager profile just like you would Wikora ones through that and be able to preview the look. So, no. Because Cooldown Manager profile doesn't include any look. It only exports the order of the ability. And if I add any... So, for example, when I do these... I add a little visual alert that when it's available, I want to flash. So I do this manually for every ability that is in here. Okay? I do this manually for every ability that is in here that has a cooldown. This is the kind of information that is being exported, right? This, if I export this and I do copy to clipboard, right now, while... Oh. Is that relevant information to you, Waldo? I don't know if that's action, add-on action forbidden. Add-on while do tool try to call the protected function, copy to clipboard. I'll have a new section called Midnight, yeah. I don't know if that's relevant information. Probably is. Hello, Lalzi. Yeah, I'm gonna have full section, full categories. Everything is gonna be good to go. Everything is gonna be super clear. That's not me, innocent. That's just taint issue, and it's saying while do because it's the first add-on touching it without taint log. Cannot really say what blocked it. Really. Wait, why the... That's so fucking dumb that it does this. Why does it say add-on forbidden action and then it puts the name of the add-on in there? Color picker test.lua. Could that be it? Could that be what caused the... Copy text. Luxthos, my man, I'm still not playing WoW, still wanting to see the interface you're going to make. How you doing today, Lulzy? Hello, Bel Figori. What's up, Bear Smack? I just want to say thank you for all the hard work for us. No problem, my friend. I love doing UIs. It's a pain in the ass. Many time talk to Blizzard dev, but better taint errors are in the process. Oh, interesting. Anyway, so when you export a cooldown manager profile, it only exports the order of the ability. It doesn't export the look. If you want the look, you also have to install, at least if you want what I'm doing, you have to install cooldown manager centered, Sensei class resource bar, and then you had to import the profile. So Sensei, as an import export, you can click import the code that I'm going to give you. It's going to be a generic one-time import. Cooldown manager centered. You're going to go into the profile. You're going to import the profile. You're going to select Luxthos profile. And you're going to be good to go. And, yeah, that's it. And then you'll import. The only thing you'll have to import is 2 add-on profile to get this looks. And then you can import my cooldown manager profile. Yeah, the cooldown manager, like, class profile. So it's going to be 1 profile per class plus 2 global profile that you need to install. We traded 1 add-on for 4. Yes, that is true, and that's something that gets passed around as a statement a lot. But you have to understand that you traded the entire cookie factory for 4 cookies, okay? You can't think about it like you traded 1 add-on for 4. Comparing weak cores to any of these add-ons I'm loading is not a fair comparison at all. WeakAura was a massive fucking beast. Now you're loading very lightweight WeakAuras, very lightweight add-on. Just to give you an idea, really, really quickly. If I go look at retail, if I go to WT, I don't even know if this is gonna work, but I'm just curious how big WeakAura is in terms of it's split in so many files that it's kind of hard to tell. WeakAura is about 16 megabyte worth of information, just of line of code. It's not really a good comparison, but you know. Versus 1.2, right? Like, so it's just in terms of what you're loading into the game as an asset, and then that's on top of all the script of all the WeakAuras, because the code that WeakAura loads is one thing. It's very lightweight. It doesn't really matter that much. But then the tools that are being created outside of that is like, sure, you're loading 4 add-ons, but you know, it's you're loading 4 very niche, very precise, very lightweight add-ons. You know, yeah, it's, you know. Hey, I wanted to play Fellowship, but it's dead, no runs at all. Yeah, Fellowship is definitely struggled to keep people around. They definitely struggled. They definitely struggled. Adoris, hello, my friend. How you doing today? Hello, hello. I think I'm gonna... Okay. I gotta... Sad at potential, but how you wanna keep people there? There's a couple of issues that happen. First of all, the Eternal Hue not being available at launch was their biggest mistake, in my opinion. I think the game is fantastic, but not having... Like, I think one of its biggest issue that they ended up having, and I don't want to use the word downfall or anything, because the game still has totally the chance to kind of redeem itself and do well. By the way, I'm super sorry. I just missed 2 sub. Ali Riza, thank you for the brand new Prime. Really do appreciate it. And Alex Sam, thank you for the 25 months with the Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really do appreciate it. Also, we have a new member on YouTube for the Luxthos Lurker. Thank you, Ali6028. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that membership on YouTube. Really do appreciate it. Thank you, chat. You guys are fucking awesome. You guys are awesome. One of the biggest issue with Fellowship was 100% that their number one feature was, hey, you don't have to sit and try to find people through the LFG. That was their number one feature, right? And then you got to Eternal, and then that feature was gone. Because you had a matchmaking queue system for every rank all the way, and then you got to Eternal, and you had nothing. Then it just became, well, good luck. Right? It just became a good luck and have fun. You know, like you didn't have any queue system. You didn't have any matchmaking system. Now you had to go on Discord and try to find people, which was really, really weird. And it really, really clashed with their initial design mentality. And that's what made me stop playing, because I got there and I didn't have any way to queue with people. I literally didn't have any fucking way to queue with people. And then now it's there, but I feel like it's slightly too late. You know? Okay. Hello, what's up, fam healer? How you doing? Hope you're very well and taking care. I'm doing good. I had a good night of sleep. Rested really, really well. And now we're just vibing. Talking about WoW, cooldown manager. Okay, so the order, I want to make sure I get this right. Interrupt, dispel, CC, and then defensives. Okay, so the dispel, consume magic, we'll put that here. And then we'll do CC. Prison, done, and Sigil of Misery. And then we do defensive, so blur, darkness, and then we can do shift, backflip, and Void Blade. Void Blade! We already have Void Blade, so I don't know what the fuck this one is. Okay. Well, we will see, but in idea of Endless Mythic Plus is kind of good. It is a really, really good idea. It was an insanely good concept. I think, like I said, the biggest issue is definitely that, oh, fuck. Well, we got an issue here in chat. Oh, is it an issue, actually? Or I just forgot to do this. It is an issue. The resources is not being hidden here. Ooh, interesting. I don't know if I can... Hey, Waldo, do you know this person? You said you knew this, the person that made this. Health bar color. Sloth Pala. Have you ever talked to them? Do you know any place I could report a bug issue? Or have you already... Is it possible to make the resource bar size like your weak ores? To make the resource bar minimum size? You can do whatever you want with Sensei, yeah? You can go into the edit option, you can click secondary, and then you can change the bar size, the bar height here instead of 20. You can lower this down. The issue right now is that nothing clips together. But that's a feature that I did talk to Sensei about, and they do want to add that in the future. Because right now the issue is the bars don't click together. So if you reduce the size, nothing else moves. You have to remove everything manually. You know? I mean, adjust the number of icon, but be at a minimum a certain width. Yeah, so you can do essential. You can do, like, number of icons. You can do column here, 10. If I put this lower, then as you can see, everything kind of works really, really well here. Just works nice and clean. Nice and clean. Yeah, I gotta figure out how the fuck I can reach Slot Pala. Do they have a Discord? Or something that I can reach out? They're probably in the dev Discord channel. That their account? Oh my god. Half of the fucking Discord, the WoW Dev Discord, changed their username to a secret value. That's so fucking funny. I didn't see that. That's pretty good. Can I put the cast bar below utility? You can put anything anywhere. It's literally just a drag and drop tool. You can literally do whatever the fuck you want. The issue is the stupid snapping is extremely finicky. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Disable snap for fine movement? No, but you need the snap, though. Because if you don't have the snap is what dictates the anchor point. So if you see the snap happening, it's what dictates... Like, if you obviously don't want it to snap, you do this. But I kind of want it to snap, though, because... I don't really want it to snap. It's complicated. I'm not sure yet what I'm doing with this, but, you know. Ideally... When I have all the snapping element, it's going to be a little bit easier to construct, but right now it's a little bit complicated. You know? It's a little bit complicated. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. So, like, for example... I'm so sorry. Oh! Right now, Essential is sniping... buffer sniping to Essential cooldown. So, if I take this and I move this, you can see that it moves to the top. If you don't snap it onto it, it doesn't do that. Then the thing would grow, and then it would go over it, right? So it's very important that some element has to be kind of snapped together. That's what dictates the... That's what dictates the anchor point, which is super useful. Pills, thank you. I forgot. There it is. Just to confirm that it's better to use dedicated add-on, I've completely redone my Maelstrom weapon bar from Weakor to custom add-on. Weakoro is taking 0.4 to 6%, which only this Weakoro enabled on my CPU in fight, whereas my add-on takes between 0.1 to 0.01 to 0. In the same condition. Yeah, I mean it's a different ball game, right? There you go. Beautiful. Okay, there we go. That is very nice. Okay, I gotta figure out where I can find anywhere to report bugs to Slothpala. Hello, friend. Yo, what's up, Gnome? How you doing, buddy? What's my option for the raid frame and nameplate? Is Plater still working? Plater is going to be working. I'm a big fan right now. I'm a big fan right now of Platinator. Platinator is really, really good. Big fan of it. I'm doing better today. Just having some brunch. Nice. What are you having in that brunch? I just wanted to check something. Did Plady update? That would be sick. Show only in open world. Fuck yeah. That's exactly what I wanted. I was going to say, because I was looking at the little icon here, and Platinator has just been pumping update back to back to back. And I was like, I wonder if Plady actually added this feature, and boom, there it is. Show only in open world. So now, sorry about that, chat. That was a big sneeze. If I go into follower dungeon. Bless you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If I go in a follower dungeon, it should no longer have the little dragon icon on literally every single monster, which didn't really make any sense. Sausage, eggs, ham pancake, and a coffee, of course. Ooh, that sounds delicious. That sounds fucking delicious.
My sisters were the last to visit these
I had
halls,
2 toast.
They threw their home and their bond away. If we can
There
calm
you
the
go.
spirits
Nice
here,
and clean. It
maybe
doesn't
they'll
have the
return.
icon anymore. That's perfect. That is literally perfect. So now the nameplate looks absolutely flawless in here. Fuck yeah. Everything looks really, really clean right now. I'm super happy. Some berries. Fucking love berries. Are sausage, egg, and ham pancake 2 item or 4? Dude, ham pancake sounds delicious. It looks pretty good so far. What is this? Damaging an enemy is a 12% chance to shatter a less soul fragment. So that tells you how many soul fragments are around you. That's fine. That's okay. I was really hoping ham pancake were a thing. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the new Survival Hunter? It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, but I don't mind the pruning of ability. I love the pruning of ability. I think they might have went a little bit overboard on some classes. Hunter, like when I was doing Survival Hunter, it was tough. Let me just send a message real quick to you. Have access to I make cheese and bacon waffle. Oh, fuck. I've never had a non-sugary waffle. Isn't that weird? I know you can make, like, crazy things like, you know. Will you be releasing your pre-patch profile soon? Most likely on pre-patch. It doesn't really matter because everything I'm making right now cannot be imported until the pre-patch is live. So... you know? Pretty much everything that I'm building right now, there's no point in having access to it until the game comes out anyway. So until the patch comes out. So I'm most likely going to be releasing things close to pre-patch. I eat my waffles like pancake, whipped cream and jam, unlike you, Savage. For here, me, it's just maple syrup. Literally, you don't need anything else. Maple syrup is so fucking good. You don't need anything else. Okay, so I don't have access to Sloth Pala. It's not a big issue, but I just want to report it somehow. Let me check if they have... Do they have anything else? No. I'm not able to find any of their profile. Anywhere. Big deal. I mean, they'll probably, I guess, fucking figure it out, maybe? I don't know. My brother made a maple syrup from his trees. I can't believe how much sap it takes to make one little bottle. Oh, yeah, you need to... Whenever they fill, like, these giant... That's why it's so pricey. They can fill, like, an entire fucking drum of liquid of maple water. And, you know, they have to reduce it down so fucking much until it becomes maple syrup. You lose, I'm assuming you lose like fucking 90% volume or some shit. I don't know what the exact percentages is. Nedis, what's up, my friend? What's up, what's up? How much volume reduction for maple syrup? 40 to 1. 40 gallon of raw sap to produce 1 gallon of finished maple syrup. Holy shit. You're removing 97 to 98% of the water. Variable ratio. The amount of sap needed depends on its sugar content, which typically range from 1 to 4%. If the sap is very sweet, you only need a 22 to 1 ratio. If it has low sugar, it can take up to 86 or 100 gallon to make 1 gallon of syrup. Wow. So it's actually like a 20 to 1 all the way up to 100 to 1. But in general, it's 40 to 1 ratio. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Good morning, Luxthos. What's up, Nedis? How you doing, my friend? It was good, though, Lux? It's so good. I have literally a plate here filled with cans directly from I mean, everything here is made from local producer, but I have like literally like a cardboard, just like a full stack of cans, like maybe 12 cans of fucking pure deliciousness maple syrup. I don't go through it for like very quickly though. Like I opened a can like months ago and it's still in the fridge. It's mostly for when I do like cold brew coffee or maybe a little bit on yogurt or some shit. But outside of that, I try to not fucking put that shit everywhere. Otherwise, it's too good. Any change for Void DH? I haven't been really keeping up on the changes of the class. I'll be honest, I'm just kind of trying to place utilities and icons together. I haven't been really like, you know. Oh, shit, I got to change the... Hold on a second. It's no longer 20%. The 20% code doesn't work anymore. I got to change that. Where is it? This chatbot, chat command. 10% off. Timer. Advance. 10% off. Save. We did make our own maple syrup for a few years, but we stopped because 1, too much work, 2, not consuming that much. Yeah, it's a cool thing to try out once, but and then you go like, okay, fuck this shit. Your weather is down here, drunk in my front yard. Van, how you doing, my friend? Hello. After fully channeling Void Ray, the cooldown of Reap is reset, and your next Reap will collect an additional 6 soul fragment. That's pretty cool. So we can do Marching Ants for this one. That's nice. Consume is a 35% chance to gain 1 stack of Voidfall upon reaching 3 stack of Voidfall. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Anything else? Soul Fragment, increased damage, don't give a shit. Each collapsing star you cast increase the damage of your next collapsing star. Most of these seems pretty useless. This is good. This is good. All right. The Devour is done. We're going to go do Havoc real quick. We got all the equipment for free because my dad knew a syrup producer that had old stuff, bucket and all, and we wanted to get rid of. And he wanted to get rid of it. Oh, shit. I should have taken a screenshot of the utility for Devour, though. Did the advanced guys say what's going on with the Ice Shaker? Yeah, they ran out of the green color. So the Ice Shaker company, he should have reached out to... Did you place an order, or you weren't able to place an order, no hemoglobin? The homemade maple syrup tasted so much better than anything you buy at the store. I don't know how to explain, but it tasted cleaner. Oh, maple syrup stores forever. If it's in a can, it literally... You know. The law in Quebec about the syrup is so stupid. What do you mean? More like 25 years ago? Fuck, I'm old. He just had a realization. He's like, fuck. My old bones. It hurts. We're all getting there. Hashtag true fact. And we'll do this. We'll put that in paint. Where's paint? Thought I had a copy. Okay. There we go. So we're going to have this here. So then when we swap... I tried it when it went to order. It gave me an error. Yeah, you should be able to order again. I think they might have... Did they change the cup to not be the color? Okay, my card is just completely fucking broken, it seems. Yeah, let me hit him. Nothing is being displayed. Shakers gone. As I don't know what the fuck is going on, I'll be honest with you. Also, like, we need to change the 12 days of Luxthos. Alright. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Getting old, that means buying a bottle of vitamin that costs more than games sometimes. True. True. Okay, so that's good. Which add-on do you use for your player unit frame? I'm using an add-on called Health Bar Color. It's a very, very, very simple add-on. HBC. It just allows me to change the color. It allows me to remove the resource bar because we have it in the weak ores in the cooldown manager anyway with Sensei. So it does some slight modification, you know, like it's very, very minimal. And it allows me to change the profile to, instead of being this bright fucking green, it's just slightly like just calmer, right? It just looks, I like it. So it's very, very, very minimal. It just cleans it up. It doesn't work for me in beta. It says incompatible in add-on list. I don't know why it works for me, and I'm not sure. It has a 12.0 version. You just gotta... Oh, no. I did update it. You're right. I forgot that I did that. Whoops. Fuck, I have to reach out to them. The add-on has already been updated for midnight. You can find it in the beta channel. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. So here's what it is. You got to go to My Add-on. When you install it, and then you got to go to Release Type Beta. And then it will, you'll get the good version. You'll get the good version. I gotta... Yeah, I mean, it's not really a big deal. Not really a big deal. What made everything flash like that? Am I crazy? Is it, Nope. I have no idea what just made everything flash. Oh, it's the highlight message. I gotta disable that. I don't know why it does that. Do you miss doing weak ores? There's a part of me that does miss doing weak ores. I miss having the control that I had over this information. I really do, you know? But at the same time, this is so much easier. Blizzard is doing most of the heavy lifting. The only thing that makes me a little bit sad is, like, I had something unique that I was bringing to the table that was really, really cool. And I was able to put kind of my thoughts a lot more into what I was doing. Every idea that I had, I was able to just get it done in terms of actual, like, icons and ideas. And like, I'm not a programmer, so I'm not able to make everything that I think about or want, right? And I don't really have interest in becoming one or trying to learn or whatever. It's just not in my... I prefer UI design than code design, but I miss having the tools to do what I want. But at the same time, it's a little bit of a relief not having to do as much anymore. So it's kind of a... It's kind of a... bittersweet, I guess, maybe? Is that the correct term? It's kind of a bittersweet moment where I'm like relieved a little bit, but at the same time, I miss it. Pre-patch is in 3 days. Yep. No, the WoW expansion is releasing. So the pre-patch is on the 20th. And then the actual expansion releases on March 3rd. But if you have the pre-order, it releases on the 27th. You've been playing a lot of Arc Raider? Arc Raider was a really, really, really fun game, I gotta say. Arc Raider was really, really fun. Arc Raider was a fucking blast. I played for like, what, a week? Like a full fucking week for sure. You know? I played for like a full fucking week for sure. Like like every day, I was obsessed with that game. But then it, you know, it slowed down a little bit for me. This man still has weak ores. I feel like I'm gonna call these like weak ores for the rest of my life. Like it's just, it's so much in my brain. I'm farming coin for second expedition. Need 1 mil more. Have they had like the full reset happen? Why is Felrush here? Yep, next one in like 40 days. He's using an illegal add-on. Get this man. Okay, that's good. So, how do I make... What if we don't have fire inside and all this shit, and we go down this path here, momentum and this? What happens? Is this where Phil... Interesting. Bro, that is so inconsistent across so many classes. But I mean, I like that they're doing this, don't get me wrong. I like that they're doing this, don't get me wrong, but it's so... Like, it's not something that they do across every class. So, if you pick Unbound Chaos, it changes which... It changes where Felrush shows up. By having two different... But it's not listed anywhere that it does that. Like, it just has a copy here, and then a copy here. It doesn't tell you... What's the trigger? You have to figure it out. Kind of type of deal. You just have to fucking figure it out. You know? So one thing... Oh, fuck. I gotta... Okay. Alright. Hi, Lux. Are you going to have your profile shared somewhere? I would like to, yeah. I will, actually, what am I saying? I would like to. I'm 100% going to be sharing everything, yeah. Are there macro that is how you're are they macros? Is that how you're doing it? What do you mean, Ali, by that? What's up, Ross? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so it's a little bit arbitrary, but, you know, whatever. That's fine. I just don't quite understand. I hope they do this on more abilities. That's all I gotta say. Fellblade? What the fuck? Why is Fellblade in utility? The biggest issue is definitely throw glaive in here. It's weird how... what the fuck? Look at... Man, I don't understand. Havoc began as like a very, very low ability class. And now I have a full fucking... To be fair, though, no, it's not. It's not. Hunt is... Da, 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 da. Is it me or that's a lot of fucking ability in here? It's kind of crazy. I mean, mostly because of the build I got, but... have you found any add-on to enhance the alert sound to better ones? They added some super weird sounding sound. I'm not really a sound person, so I haven't been on the lookout for that, but... 9 ability, that's a whole action bar. It's just the throw glaive that I find really awkward. Because I know that throw glaive isn't that important unless you're playing Aldraki. But, like, throw glaive is really not that important unless you're playing Aldraki, I think. And even if you're playing Aldraki, you have Art of the... I don't know. I don't know what to do with throw glaive. It was an issue with my weak ores, too, previously. I didn't really have a perfect solution. You know? Will you be handling the few extra add-on to complete it, or will it be pure Blizzard? Will you be handing few extra add-ons? I'll be giving the name and the link for all the add-ons I'm using, and I'm going to be sharing the profile. Yeah, this is not pure Blizzard right now. There's 2 add-ons styling my cooldown manager. There's 2 add-on right now styling my cooldown manager. And I'll be sharing what they are and the profile to get them to look like this. And I'll be sharing also the cooldown manager order and everything so that it's good and ready to go. How you doing today, Ross? Paulton, what's up, my friend? Do I still have... No, I don't have any more coffee. Devours and pre-patch. Okay. I like the order. Listening and drinking to coffee. Working on my meta achievement. I was working on that the other day. I was actually having fun kind of chasing these little things. You know? It was pretty cool. I probably need to get back to it. Torment. That's my spectral sight. Why do we have 2 inertia? What add-on do you use for player unit frame? I'm using health bar color. No, it's not default, yeah. It looks like default, which is the whole point of it. But it's a little add-on called Health Bar Color. It's a very, very simple little lightweight add-on that allows me to get this. Sadly, sad day, no ginger beer left. It's back to water, but at least I still have coffee. Ginger beer is really, really good. Super fucking tasty. It's one of my favorite things to mix with gin. Okay. Ginger beer with gin is so good. What the hell is that, beastie? Which game is that from? Good afternoon. Bon après-midi, Lux. Yeah, what's up, Jack? How's it going, bud? I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself? How's your day going? Artopia. Oh. What kind of game is it? The hunt and vengeful retreat cause your next fell rush to empower. Okay, so if I do this. Okay, and then if I do... Is it 2 different inertia? No, it's the same inertia, so which one is it? I'll leave them both there. Okay. Well, she was talking about it. Julia did show you the other day. She was talking about it. Free game. It's released on Steam last night, but it's originally on phone. Oh, interesting. What kind of game? Like an MMO? Little like what does it do? You're just 6 out of 14 side quests for Olafall. She's a long one, bud. Running on very little sleep. I have to rest for the day. Time for work shift starting Monday. Oh, shit. Yeah, I had yesterday I pretty much didn't fucking sleep. I mean, last night I did sleep, but the day previously before that I had like a 2-hour sleep night, and I was like, like it just hurt everywhere. But I was able to sleep well yesterday, so luckily we're back on track.
Okay. 25 month of pure joy smile.
Hey, Estinian, thank you for the 25. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the big 25 months. Did he get rid of the headache? It's kind of always there. Ever since I've been taking my meds, I always have one in the back a little bit. It's not preventing me from going through my day, though. It's always slightly there. Yesterday was way worse now. Right now, today I'm feeling good. I'm feeling 100%. Like, I'm feeling plenty good right now, so. I don't go to bed until 5 in the morning. Oh, shit. Yeah, sometimes that happens, you know? Sometimes you just... I would say it's a mix of Palia and ACNH. Animal Crossing, maybe? Hey, good afternoon, Tindy. What's up? I don't have Evoker done yet, and I'm not sharing anything until pre-patch, but as soon as we get to pre-patch, I'll share everything. Cooldown profile, add-on list, class, cooldown, manager. Everything will be done and ready for you guys. Yeah, I mean, I think this is just what we got right now. I gotta figure out how the fuck... I will have a fiber net for pre-patch. Have any of y'all... You're starting to get in the pre-read category. Every time Tindy starts a sentence with, hey, has anybody else? Oh, shit. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. So Heartopia is a mix of Palia and... Yeah, I know, I read that. I was asking you what was ACNH. I think it's... I'm assuming it's Animal Crossing, but I don't know what NH the fuck means. Okay. I love that you caught yourself partway through. Yeah, I mean, I just, you know... I read the word pipe, and I was like... As soon as I read fart, I was like, okay, let me pre-read the rest of this. And then I read pipe, death. I was like, I'm good. Oh, I'm good. Anyone in chat play Artopia? I don't know if there's anybody in chat playing. Sounds like a cool game. I'm going to miss your week or so much. I hope Blizzard revert all changes. No, I kind of hope they don't. But, I mean, is this not good enough? What you're seeing now? Are you not able to play with this? This looks pretty, like, I'm happy with this. I don't know about you, but... I'm super happy with this. I mean, it's not going to be as good as my weak ores, sure. But this is sick, man. This literally looks like my weak cores right there. Like, there's not much difference. You know? Obviously, there's like a lot of things that aren't gonna be the same, but, you know, it looks good. Hey, Lux, what add-on is that for the power bar? It is Sensei Class Resource Bar. I'll be sharing all the profile and everything once we're ready, closer to pre-patch. I'll be sharing everything with you guys. Little do you know, I've been here watching, waiting. I'm a little bit bothered with the amount of icons in here, though. Like, I don't know what I want to do with Throwglaive. Because Throwglaive is a little bit useless. Initiative is kind of useless, too. Actually, Initiative is pretty cool. Anybody is aware of the rotation for Havoc in the beta / midnight? What's the usage of Throwglaive? Good afternoon, Lux and chat. As someone with a highly customized UI, I am not looking forward to spending 10,000 hours trying to make it look the way it did next week. I'm gonna be yoinking some add-ons that you have to see if I can make them work. Why don't you send me? Can you send me a UI of what your current UI, a screenshot of what your current UI looks like? I don't. Are you using like a heavily edited UI, like Elf UI, or you like it to be closer to default? I did, Beastie. I did. Thank you for the reminder. Because it depends what you like, right? I personally like when the interface looks. I like it when it looks close to what WoW would look like. You know, I like it when it stays pretty close to default UI, but then I modify obviously some things to fit my needs. But yeah, like right now, like I'm really satisfied with this. I am really satisfied with this. Like my player frame and my target frame looks good and clean. My party frame looks pretty nice. I'm not 100% sure if this is gonna stay like this. But, yeah. I'm not, 1,000% sure I'm going to keep this add-on once Cell release, so I don't know yet, but looks pretty clean. I like everything so far. What's good, Lux? Yo, what's up? How you doing, friend? Only thing I don't like about LVUI is that the default doesn't do the scaling and zoom. My UI is clean when I'm not in combat, but appears if target something or get into combat, so I don't know if that's something that is available still. Yeah, it should be available. You might need like a little add-on. There's an add-on that you might like. EQOL or some shit. They do a lot of edit mode customization. There's a lot of, yeah. Question, I have a 1440p monitor. I have a 1440p monitor. My PC keeps crashing, so I'll test with a new power supply in a few weeks in April, and when I'll be done playing. Wait, your PC is still crashing? I feel like you've been buying new pieces and trying to fix... CPU is healthy. I tested it. I did everything possible. So what is the issue exactly? Does it... So it reboots? So if it reboots, you have to check your event handler. So you go into the event viewer. It will tell you what's making it crash. This is your #1 priority right here. You have to go into the system, check all of this stuff, and then try to figure out... You have the crash has to be recent, though. The crash has to be recent, and then after the crash, you go in here, and you go into like application, setup, and system, and then you see if you have any warning or critical error, and then you try to find what is the cause. So, for example, my previous PC was a graphic driver that was crashing, that was having an issue, so... that was having a compatibility issue with the... that's one of the good way to know. If you're not blue screening, if it's really like just a random fucking crash, then it's a good way to figure it out. Yeah, there's a lot of... it shouldn't be too complicated to get your UI to like hide outside of combat. It shouldn't be too complicated to hide most of the UI out of combat. Yeah, that's good. AM4? I purchased parts from my girlfriend and went with AM4. Still affordable? AM4. What is AM4? AM5? Oh, the RAM? Oh. When I looked, what does it mean? The PC rebooting, I got a critical issue. Often software, driver, malware being updated, and a hardware overheating. AMD socket? Oh, I haven't had AMD in a bit. Pre-build is often cheap parts, though. You can't choose the RAM speed. Some platform you can definitely fully customize it with pre-build. I mean, there is pre-build and there is, you know, customized build, I guess. Those are kind of different, I guess. CPU socket. Start with PowerShell as admin to fix any Windows issue you might have. Sorry, my Windows is in French. I'm partial to... There's a DN in there. I'm not even... All right. Almost. Now I'm curious what it is, though. Now I'm curious what the joke is. I'm not talking about Origin Starforge when they are overpriced as fuck. They're not that overpriced. They barely, like, the overhead that you get over it is just for, like, building pieces and shit. Like, they're not, if you compare the price of the components to the actual PC you get, like, it's really not that much difference. There is a difference. Obviously, you're paying somebody to fucking build the whole thing, but, you know, and Cable manage the whole thing, you know. And you get to choose exactly the parts. It's obviously like a premium service, but it's really not that bad. Do you have a code for a PC company? I don't anymore. I don't. I mean, I never had a code, but... Okay, that's pretty good. That's stable. Yeah, we did get a sponsorship for, but it's usually like 1-year deals. And then, I thought I heard Stardew Music. There is Stardew Music. I added, as soon as I got, I mean, I'm not done with my playthrough, but, I'm not done with my playthrough, but, you know, like, as soon as I got kind of wrapped up with that segment, I added the whole soundtrack to my playlist. Also, I will switch on the water cooling. If you want me to be honest, Beastie, I would probably stop putting money in your computer until you figure out what's up. You've been putting a lot of cash into your PC, and you keep having issues. Adding water cooling is not going to help it. Unless you know that you're having temperature issue. I've never had water cooling for any of my PC ever. It's not needed. It's a fun perk thing. Like, water cooling is like a premium thing that you absolutely don't need. I mean, you do whatever you want. I'm just giving you my opinion on this, but it's completely useless unless you're pushing the fuck out of your PC. Or you need it to be extremely quiet, like, but even with that, you know, like... I miss really much the, I really miss playing Stardew. Yeah, I mean, fans are so good nowadays, you don't need water cooling. Okay. So this looks clean. Not the greatest, but we'll get it there. I don't really know what both of these are doing, but... Trail of the Fight. After consuming both, enhancement, gain Trail of the Fight, increasing the damage of your next Reaper's Glaive, and increasing haste. After consuming both enhancements. Alright. There's a couple of programs you can use to monitor your temp. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Do you still use NFUI? I do not, no. I do not. I was using NFUI, but they did a major shift to being like a full they did like a major shift to the add-on being like a full UI add-on. And that's not what I'm looking for at the moment, so I'm gonna be yeah, they did the shift from being a cooldown manager centered add-on to a full UI replacement, and that doesn't vibe with me. That's not what I'm looking for. So yeah. That is just not what I'm looking for. So I dropped it. We're using two very niche, clean, specific add-ons. I'm gonna share them, share the profile. I should be recording the video this weekend, so I'm gonna be recording this video possibly tonight or tomorrow, and then I'll set it up for Monday, and then Monday I'll update my website with all of my profile, the video, release everything, and then it's gonna be ready for pre-patch. Anyone know what is a good brand of PC beside MSI? I mean, there's a brand of PC doesn't really exist. Every component in a PC is from different brands a lot of the time. There's a lot of good brands. Like Asus is known for making good motherboard. Corsair is known for making good memory. And, you know, there's some brands are known for making better products in some categories. Obviously, if we're talking about laptops, that's a different game. Now there's brands of PC, but it's rare that you'll get... I was talking about pre-built. I mean, even pre-built a lot of the time are going to be, you know. Okay, that's good. Saving that for later. That's good. Trill of the Fight is from consuming So it's Art of the Reaper's Glaive. I gotta trigger that. Yeah, the brand of a pre-build is just the builder. It's not really the component. There's not... I don't think there's any bad companies out there, I'll be honest. Like, at least in all the known ones. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good companies out there. It just depends. Like, I would honestly probably select the pre-build company with your access to... with how close they are to you. The closer they are to you, the better. Less shipping costs, less issue. Even if you can even have a local company that you can deal with that won't be shipping, it's even better. You know, I love dealing with, like, I had zero issue with Corsair and Starforge, but if I was doing a pre-build again, I would love to go with, like, if I was doing a pre-build again, I would love to go with your next Reaver's Glaive. Deal 30% increased damage. Reaver's Glaive. I don't think Trill of the Fight is needed, right? If I had to go with I would love to go with, like, a local company. That way, if there's anything, you can drive there and get it fixed. I tend to do that nowadays with big, pricey component. Like, for example, my microphone. I didn't order it. I went to a local shop that had it in stock. Because if anything happens, I can go back there and easily get a replacement, or it's a little bit easier to handle than having to ship, wait for the shipping time. But that's just for me, because obviously of streaming. But you understand the drill. You know? No, wait, what? Finish the story, Lux. Finish the fucking story. Let me go get something to drink. Do I grab a bite? Do I grab a bite? Is it possible to get Blade Dance highlighting after using I-Beam to anticipate it casting twice in a row? No, you cannot add condition like that. I don't think the Blizzard version of this is never going to be as strong as you're not able to add that type of conditioning. The only thing you can do is off cooldown. You can add an alert. You can do if it's available or if it's on cooldown. That's all you can do. You can't customize it that fucking much. The only local around me pre-built is Walmart. Okay, well, if you don't have any pre-built location near you that can do something good, then you're going to have to go with, like, an online one. There's a lot of good ones. Definitely pick one that is in your country. If you're in the U.S., you have access to, like, probably the most amount. You know? You probably have the biggest amount of pre-built company, and there's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of really, really good ones. Origin, Starforge are really good. Even Alienware apparently makes some really, really, really good setup. I know that we memed for years about Alienware, but... you know. Apparently right now, after they got bought by Dell, they've been doing some really good stuff. Depending on your video card, there's a possibility your MOBO can handle it. There was also a time frame where video card updates were terrible and would cause my PC to break, so I had to roll back. There's so many things that can break. Okay. Cyberpower, I don't to be honest, I haven't been... There's a million of them. Like, I've heard bad stories about them, but I've heard good stories. I think it comes down to, you know, like, all of them are... As long as they have decent customer support, that's all there is to it. Alienware is like an overpriced Radio Shack item. That's not what I've heard recently. They've made some really good builds, apparently.
Pepe.
Yo, Stochi. Thank you for the 65, my man. I am not fully convinced I like everything I'm saying here, but... Demon Surge. Metamorphosis also cause Demon Blade to generate 3 additional while in Demon Form the first cast of each impart ability reduce. When enhanced by Reaver's Glaive. Blade Dance, okay. I wonder if there's anything in here else that I need to track. Don't really think there is. Is it me, or there's not even any momentum tracker or anything like that? That's weird, but yeah, whatever. This is looking good. I mean, I'm pretty happy with all of this. For now, at least. I think I'm okay with this. I'm just... Yeah, Throw Glaive is pissing me off, but I don't think there's much I can do about that. I'll just go do Vengeance, and then we'll be done with this baby boy. Holy shit, there's a lot of ability here. What the absolute fuck? What the absolute fuck? Dude, what the fuck is going on with this class? I absolutely don't need Throw Glaive. Okay. Okay. That's too much. Didn't they clean up spec? What the fuck is... I cannot believe how much fucking shit this is. We posted a link earlier. Beastie, have you gone into the event viewer and system application log after reboots to see the cause? My Bobo supports it. Okay. Did she post a link? Sorry, my Windows is in French. Yeah, but it's usually going to be before that. We have to see the rest of the list at the top. I have to see the rest of the... Because this is what happens, but I need to see what triggered it, which is usually happening before that. It's you can't single out a single one. We have to see the list at the top. That's what's important. Right before the reboot is what's important, not the reboot itself. The reboot doesn't give you any information. You know? Right? Vengeance doesn't have a hunt, though? Oh, it doesn't anymore? But I mean, even without it, my bars are so full. Okay, it doesn't have a hunt anymore. But is it me or this is absolute fucking insanity? Like, what the fuck? There's so many fucking spells. Have you already completed Druid? Yeah. Yeah, Druid is done. I mean, done. Like I said, the cooldown manager is such a shit show right now that, it's, you know, yeah, there's not much that is not much that can be done. I am super, super, super confused about how... about the amount of, I am extremely confused. About this metamorphosis, I should have the tracker directly on it, so that's fine. They added a cooldown to Spirit Bomb. Interesting. Dude, I would never play this class. What the fuck is this class, bro? Wait, we have 2 charges of taunt? What the hell? Oh my god, they have Fellblade too? That I haven't even... Bro, they got Fellblade as well. What the f... Yo, thanks for the gifted sub, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's very nice of you. Holy crap, the 5-minute ad break. 5 minute? No, it's not 5 minute. It is 3 minutes. I never run 5-minute ad break. It is 3 minute every hour. It is the bare minimum ads that I can run on my channel to get monetization. Definitely not 5 minute. Thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. How you doing, Fury? What's up, my man? Where felt like 5? Yeah, it's 3. It's configured to be 3. Which is the bare minimum you put on Twitch for monetization. Yeah, but the problem is I thought they were supposed to clean up spells, and like I feel like they didn't do a pass on this class whatsoever. Like, did they really need fucking Fiery Brand? And like I feel like that kind of shit can be merged into other spell and stuff. Like, it's so weird. Oh, yeah, they use it no longer requires a target. Oh, really? No, it does require a target. This is the most fucking ability I've ever seen. Everybody be sure to log in for your Cloudy with a Chance of Infernal achievement. Yeah, I gotta do that shit. That's true. I gotta do that. Thank you for reminding me of that. Cloudy with a Chance of... me log in real quick. Last day for remix. Did you see the Pally on D4 got a buff? They didn't get a buff. They got a bug fixed. But Wowhead titled the article "Bug Fix," buffing Paladin. To be fair, it ends up being a buff, but you know. To be fair, it ends up being a buff, but it isn't a buff. They just fixed an issue that the class had. You know. I'm using Platinator. I'm using Platinator. Let me go get something to drink real quick. I'll give you guys level 6 Lux Bucks raffle. Thank you for the love
raffle
today.
has been initiated. Type exclamation point join in the chat for a chance to win. Good luck, everyone.
I got a nice snack. I got a nice little snack here. You will need to read the message in French. Okay. I got some pomelo fruit. Oh, yeah. I should have gotten a fork, though. Pomelo was so good. It was my first time getting it ever. It was my first time trying it ever. We went to the store, and girlfriend saw a box, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And she's like, it's my favorite fruit. And she gave me one, and we, like cut the whole thing down. And now I have a whole fucking bowl of it. It was my first time having this ever. And it's so fucking good. It's crazy how long it takes to fucking... So much fucking work. But it's so good. All right. What the hell is that? It is a pomelo, which is a giant, like, citrus type of fruit. It is the largest. It's like a grapefruit, but the size of a fucking watermelon. It's crazy, and there's like three to four different kind of color. And that thing is amazing. It's literally like a grapefruit, but it's way more sugary than a grapefruit, right? It has like the sweetness of an orange a little bit. They're banned in the US. Really? Why? Yeah, we only allow good fruit? What the fuck? It's probably like an import fucking issue. They don't want to, I don't know. Is it banned for real or you're just fucking around? Okay, did I get the achievement? Yeah, I did. Okay. Cool. Void is just spewing misinformation. Wasn't there supposed to be a mount at the end of the remix? Was there? Does that achievement gives anything? I don't think it does. I think it's just an achievement that says, hey, thank you for participating. I think it gave me bronze coffer. Oh. Oh. A little boost at the end in case you didn't buy everything. Okay. That's good. Let's put that there. So we're done with sorry, I'm not done with Demon Hunter. I got to figure out this issue a little bit, but okay. That's good. I'm taking some notes because there's definitely, like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't think it looks good, but, you know. All right. It's a feat of strength achievement? Yeah, I don't even think it counts for anything because it's a feat of strength too, right? I do have a copy of all the decor, but from what I understand, if you did get the achievement, you'll be able to buy them. In the you'll be able to buy them after Legion is over. Wait, why the fuck is... Oh my god, it's actually collapsing over. There's too many abilities. Fuck. I guess I have to remove, like, Soul Cleave, but, like, I kind of like having it here to match my abilities. But, man, it's a shit show. Okay. Sound up me. They will be available in midnight, but with resources from Legion. Correct, but more expensive? Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that. I mean, obviously I should probably spend the rest of my bronze getting a couple copy. Right? We have a Costco in Australia. We found these at a Walmart. It was a box with 4 of them in it. The... All right. That's good. I don't know how to clean up Vengeance. Usually I came up with solutions with weak ores, but with this I'm a little bit limited. You can get even more ability, which is crazy. Place a demonic seal that activates, detonates, chaos damage, and shatter soul. So, like, this is, like, everything is a DPS ability, so it's like... You know what I'm saying? Everything is a DPS ability, so you have to keep almost all of it, too. Like, there's not even a single defensive in here. It is so fucking crazy. What the fuck? I just can't even believe it. I just have a hard time believing it. It's crazy. I'm using an add-on called Health Color Bar. Yeah, Health Color Bar. HBC. Health Color. Health Bar Color. Sorry. Health Bar Color. Infernal Strike is a rotational button 100%. Are you serious? I am. It has talents. Feisty, what's up, my friend? How you doing today? Like, I know they use it for damage, but... I'm good. Child-free for the evening. Oh, my God. What's the plan? All right. I think that's... Dinner? Nice. Going out? It's only the first one entering the fight. You don't need to track it. Do you have any Midnight specific profiles already shared? I don't have anything shared at the moment, but I will share everything roughly Monday. Monday, one day before pre-patch, I'll share all my profile, everything that I have, whether I'm done or not. I might not have time to complete all classes, like I said, for cooldown manager stuff, because I'm still trying to figure out shit, but yeah. What class have you done or are not completed? I've done a couple classes. I couldn't like give you a full list on top of my head. I would have to go check it, but I've done maybe half of them. So at the end of the day, the cool thing is people are going to be able to not Druid. Druid is done actually. I mean, Druid is easy now with this. I don't have to get worried about pretty much anything. You know. For yeah, I mean, Druid was easy. It was literally simple. Yeah, I mean, it's overwhelming. I'm using Platinator. Yeah, no, Druid is good to go. Druid is good to go. What are you using for the Feral Bleed snapshotting, or did they fix the built-in UI issues? The built-in UI issue seems to be working really, really well. Plater is going to work, but Plater is a little bit complicated to set up. I think right now they have a lot of options, and Platinator works really well. It does exactly what I want. It was easy to configure, so I think I'm just going to go with that. Also, I'm using Auctionator, Baginator, Chatinator. Might as well use Platinator. You know what I'm saying? Isn't Plater and Nameplate add-on bad at midnight? No, that's not really how that works. I actually have a very good video that came out today on TikTok, Instagram. Oh, fuck, it didn't came out on Instagram. I need to fix that. The video's too long for Instagram. Let me go check. Okay. I gotta go. I made a video yesterday, but it was too large for Instagram. I wanted to fix that. I just gotta figure out. Oh, can I upload it manually maybe? I don't know. Isn't Plater and Nameplate add-on bed and midnight? So yeah, that video was kind of ensuring that. It's not about banning add-on. It's more about blocking certain functionalities, which these add-on creators are totally able to work around. Yeah. I wish I could. I mean, you can go on. Yeah. Okay. Trying to figure it out, but whatever. I'll figure it out later. Did you figure out a way to display the 3 extra store combo point? Sadly, that isn't going to be in the class resource bar because I don't have access to it. So I think it's indicated as a buff right now in the buff section. It's definitely not as pretty, but I could talk to Sensei and definitely suggest that. You know? While activating out of combat or within, calls down a void fall meteor. No. Your soul cleaves per amount of a chance. I don't care. Consuming soul fragment. Reduce all damage you take by 3% for 8 seconds. That's probably... I mean, you consume soul fragment all the time. Soul fragment consuming a nearby soul fragment. So this one is like a... Normally this would be... We'll leave it like that. One question, are the flight spheres still available? This flight sphere when you're riding in dynamic flight. So you could please mount and see if they're still active, the little balls on the screen. No, they're not. That system is gone. You can have weak ores that bring them back. No, not weak ores. Good joke. You can have add-ons that bring back like a similar style, but the flight sphere no longer exists. There's no longer a flight. I mean, I can't show you here because I can't fly in this version of the game in this area. But so there's no longer any sphere. It's completely useless because now the way that it works is ability based. So you have 2 ability. You have dash and go up. Both of them are on a 6 charge shared cooldown. So there's no longer like a system of yeah, but they weren't really useful because I mean, you have, like I said, you have add-ons that can that can track that for you. You know? So you can do add-ons. You can do add-ons that will give you the charges back if you really, really want them. Okay. I'm almost overwhelmed at the amount of... I mean, it is what it is. I can't really do much about it, I guess. Art of the Glaive is the proc, I believe, so that's okay. I can go visual marching end. The Soul Fragment is more of a buff that you just keep. When enhanced by Reaver's Glaive, your Soul Cleave casts 3 additional glaive, dealing reduced damage. If cast after Fracture, cast 6 slash instead. I wonder if this is what it tracks. I'll have to check it out. When enhanced by Reaver's Glaive, Fracture applies. I think all of these are kind of useless because I'm pretty sure they're going to be on the... Fracture is a 35% chance to grant 1 stack of Voidfall. Upon reaching 3 stack of Voidfall, Soul Cleave consumes a stack to reach into the void and call down a meteor. Okay, that's pretty cool. Is there a post anywhere talking about the midnight plans, and if there's a cooldown manager that Lux recommends? Is there a post anywhere talking about midnight plans? You mean about my plans? I'll be sharing everything roughly Monday. I'll be sharing the list of add-ons, the profile, everything. Everything will be shared and available. Don't worry. Soul Cleave and Spirit Bond have a chance per Soul Fragment to not consume, allowing Metamorphosis to be cast without incurring a cooldown and lasting 10 seconds. Why does that feel pretty fucking useful to track? How does that work? I just spam this and then one day we'll just proc? I'll just spam it until I get it. Has everybody chosen their class? I'm between 3. Evoker. I'll main DH DPS. Really? Evoker. Fury. Okay. Okay, that's good. Going back to DK, Druid, Mage, Priest. I love that there's such a wide variety of answers. There's not everybody's jumping on the same class. It's pretty cool. Unholy, I'll play multiple class. Same since BC. Still not sure between Enhance and DH. Those are some really good choice. I dropped the Tusk of Manaroth, so I have to go with Warrior as main. That's pretty good. I mean, that would have been pretty good if they didn't give them away for free during Remix. It used to be a rare piece of gear. Now pretty much everybody has them. Can you target yourself and press fire rebrand, or does it needs to be an enemy? I'm curious after they changed it. No, it says you need a target. Oh, no, it does both. It does yourself and an enemy. So it needs a target. If it doesn't have a target, it doesn't work. I'm sad I missed the Panda remix for Tusk. I don't care about any other people than me. That's what matters, my friend. Tusk is a good item. I always fill the gap of whatever DPS the guild is missing. Devour is going to be rough during pre-patch, but I will get way better in Midnight. Havoc DH for M+, Survival Hunter for PvP. I have 8 Mage, level to max. What the fuck? I'm going to play Prop Warrior. I knew that. I knew that for sure. Are you going to have any alts, Rye? What's the difference with the current top DPS spec? I mean, you don't have to worry about that for sure. Mistweaver. Wow, I did not expect that. I thought it was going to be another tank or some shit. Mistweaver. Nice. I always fill the gap. What are you going to play? I'm playing Unholy for sure. On a Holy Death Knight. We're going to do Affliction, Warlock, and Shaman. Most likely Enhance and Elemental for sure. Enhance, Elemental for sure. Affliction, Demonology, Unholy Death Knight is going to be my main. We'll play a bunch of shit. We'll play a bunch of stuff. It's going to be cool. It would be Brew or DH, but I learned to really like Mistweaver because it has so much. It has as much button as Prot Warrior. Then you need to play Vengeance. Holy fuck, there's a lot of button in here. Okay. There we go. Do-do, 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 do-do. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to be doing. I'm excited for those classes. Affliction Warlock is becoming so fucking good. Like, oh, I'm so excited for Affliction Warlock. But I'm excited as well for Enhance in LA. They've been some of my 2 favorite class for so long. You know? You know what? I feel like I need to do an exception with Demon Spike. Because it's a defensive for tank, I feel like I need to make it be first in the list. Normally, that's not how it works. But for tank, I feel like just to increase visibility, I feel like I need to do that. What's happening with F? They're literally bringing it back to how it was in Legion. I'm so happy about that. There is, yeah, I'm so fucking excited for Affliction. So, Unstable Affliction is becoming the spender again. Malefic Rapture is gone. To spend your Soulstone, you have to use either Seed of Corruption or Unstable Affliction, which is literally how the spec has functioned forever, right? So, and I'm really, really excited. So Unstable Affliction is back to stacking. So it can stack on top of each other. And that's your single target spender. And if you want to do AoE, you just do a bunch of Seed of Corruption. And I'm so excited for that. Chat, bag 110 happiness. You know what the worst part is that I feel like the more I giggle, the more you're going to keep saying it. But the reason that I giggle is because nobody understands what the fuck you're saying except me right now. Oh, fuck. God damn it. I love Rapture on AF, but I love that burst potential. It was the worst ability ever made in the history of ability. Fuck, I'm glad it's gone. I'm so glad it's gone. A damage over time spec should spend its resources on doing better damage over time. You know? Only 3 days until my UI goes to pop. Goes pop? Okay, we're going to note that down. We're going to do that. And I have to do... I have to reach out to Slot Pala as well. Gotta do this. Okay. That's good. WoW should run smooth with the 400 weak ores or add-on to load up when playing WoW. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more smooth. The big difference is definitely on low-end PC and in Raid. When you're in the outdoor world, it usually didn't make much difference. The big difference is going to be in Raid. The fact that we no longer have a add-on based like weak ore utility, add-on based damage meter, add-on based nameplate. All those things were very, very, very power hungry during fights with like 20, 30 other people. That was the real issue. Weak ore wasn't necessarily an issue. Having 1 million weak ores was definitely an issue for sure. And then having damage meter, having plater, having all of those things that just took resources, it was rough. The biggest issue is sound right now. I hope they fix it. What do you mean? Upon reaching 3 stacks, Soul Cleave consumes a stack into the void and call down a meteor that strikes your target location, dealing Shadow Flame damage to all the enemy. Does this matter? Upon reaching 3 stack of Voidfall, Soul Cleave. Like, why does it matter? So once we reach 3 stack, like, what the fuck happened? Why do I care? Oh, because you need to know that you're ready to use the Soul Cleave, I guess. Interesting. I wonder if you don't want to press Soul Cleave in any other form, or if you actually use it rotationally. What add-on are people using now with the CD manager? Whichever one you want. I have my preference, and I'm going to be sharing that preference once I'm done, but yeah. In-game sound sucks. You do to heal and not overcap fury. Okay. Hey Lux, is there any way in Midnight to track the dot in the middle of the screen above my cooldown? For me as Boomy, I'm currently have to watch the target frame or check the nameplate for my Sun and Moonfire dots. No, you're able to put that into your cooldown manager at the moment. You're able to put that into the cooldown manager. You're able to do it in the cooldown manager. It's going to be pretty straightforward. Okay. All right. I gotta forgot the fireplace. We haven't been doing the fireplace in a bit. I love your weak ores. Use them for a year. Thank you, my friend. Spirit Bomb now is a CD. Soul Cleave is your only other Fury spender. Okay, so it sounds like it's 100% passive and you don't give a shit then, because you don't have any other way to spend this. So you use this once. And then outside of this, you have to fucking press that button, otherwise you overcap, right? Thank you for replying to that, because yeah, because I know that back in the day you were spamming Spirit Bomb, and then the only time you were using Soul Cleave is when you had a scenario where you needed to use it. But yeah, okay, that makes sense.